Alright guys, this is afternoon 8 dance on Fox. Great, one of our 9 dan accounts fell down to 8 dan, so we're able to actually find a game at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. This is great. Today we're gonna do the trusting version. We're not gonna check any game records, we're not gonna check for AI botting opponents. Just games, just hopefully game after game after game. Great, very good of this guy to play us. No checking game records, no nonsense. Nice. Feels good to be able to, stream in the afternoons. This is good. So the last couple of days we had a severe snowstorm in the northeast US. Huge accumulations of snow. Have been working from home, just got off, and good. We can turn any bad weather situation into something good. So here we are, and good thing we got, good thing we got a Fox 8 dan account we can play with. So what more can we ask for in a workday afternoon, right? Very nice, good plays by White here. Gonna make a shoulder hit move as well. Not sure. Anyways, we're definitely not doing any checking of any kind. It's I guess it's do or die. Atari, we are going to connect and lose the 2 stones on the outside. Should we play another Atari move? I think it's a special case and that we should. I think, but I am not sure. If White turns and Ataris, then we have gotten what we wanted. But White does not. White sort of using this extra resource here with this 1 stone to Tanuki. Makes perfect sense from White's perspective. And he turns on the outside. Really makes us question our earlier choices. Gonna play this cut first, and then I'm thinking we're probably gonna block this way later. Extend up. Let's see what White does next. This is an important, very nice. This is an important point. This jump is an important point. White plays a jump. Yeah, White makes all the sense in the world. Seems don't feel good about this game at the moment. No clear issues from White so far. How are you doing? Doing well. It's a work from home day after a snowstorm. And it's good. And oh boy, we played a peep. This is gonna get probably counter. That move would have been a good counter-attacking move. He didn't play it, which is very, very interesting. I do think at this point where we really got punished by making this Atari first instead of connecting, and instead of just connecting there. Extends down. Oh boy. Alright, let's play this one. Anyways, we didn't feel good enough to save the 2 white stones, so we have to play around his positions, and so this happened, and White seems pretty good all over. He seems to be stronger. Every one of the White groups seem to be a little bit stronger than the neighboring black group, which is very not good from our perspective. Let's play one more move here. Counter the counter. Gating. How is it going? Yeah, good. Today we are only streaming on Twitch. Okay, good. Yeah, a very nice move here by white. Normally we should headbutt, but I think we have to try to extricate ourselves out of the unpleasant situation here. And opponent is not cooperating, which is very bad. Cut, extend. Uncooperative opponents are the worst. They never let you get what you want. Alright, we cut. Maybe we can Atari block and do something on the top. Okay, that's a very reasonable move from white. Yeah, let's play this extend out. I find it very difficult to find good moves in this locality, and we're losing our bottom group too, so there's multiple problems at work for us. Cut. Yeah, already this is not looking that good. I played in a tournament and I was able to use defender's advantage. Great news. Very good to hear. Was able to use defender's advantage. Unintentionally, but in retrospect, I can say it was intentional. Yeah. That's the beauty of it. Almost all the time, you are kind of forced into it by your opponent, and that could be a good thing, you know. All right. We're gonna connect the inside. The outside is all totally a mush, and white can Atari here, for example. We still have I think we have to extend here, connect here. Damn. Yeah, the bad thing is we have to exchange this Atari, and then he plays here, and we're in big trouble. Yeah, I'm out of options here. Atari, or this move. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna block. Anyways, the left-hand side is probably gonna be us dead, and okay, you place this one. Everything from white makes sense. That's a very bad sign. Atari capture. We can play one more move, but I really can't see how this is gonna go well for us. Ended up not taking any values here. Let's see if we can get some AGI usage out of this. Most likely not. Most likely not. Squeeze. Oh boy. So we ended up dying on the left and the middle. Just, of course, this is very bad. Over 50 points for white so far. I don't think we can afford another move down here. Okay. It was the bloodiest game I ever played, and I got an SGF too. Great. Ever played in a tournament. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Run. It feels like we had 2 out of 3 groups, and we saved one group, but we only saved one group. Needless to say, that is a little bit of a unfortunate thing there. No worries. No worries. Let's see. Okay, let's continue to play. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55 points for white. Okay. Gonna connect the 3 stones home. Hopefully we did enough sustainable development to keep us in the game. I doubt that though. Probably not. Probably not. Empty triangle, go home. Yeah. Yeah, the empty triangle made it home. Probably. So far. Probably should have sacrificed these in order to save the rest, but everything white played in the game has been very nice so far. Yeah, quite. What a good job by white. There's only one move, which is here, but that's lacking in a lot of respects. I think here we're gonna have to use some of our flexibility here. Push through here first, and hopefully we can make a large enough territory on the right for a comeback. I don't know. The push and cut will not work. When we play, we have to do this Hane move. Okay. See how white. Yeah, this is all quite reasonable by white. Everything feels so reasonable. Yeah. Extend. Oh boy. Squeeze. I think he's planning to not cut here, but to capture everything all together. And it seems like a plan that will work. It is such an excellent. I get a feeling that this one will be one of the 90% late resign games where we don't get a comeback. I have a feeling this is going to be like that as well. Late resign games, of course. Yeah, white has probably too many liberties on this like sprawling group here. That's not fightable from our perspective. Probably. Probably. He even plays this move. Alright, well, this is gonna end soon, so there we go. Are you winning, son? Well, don't appreciate to being called son, so we're not gonna answer that. No, the answer is no. Of course not. Right. At the end of this, we will just check one thing. That's alright. We just fresh fell down from 9 dan, so we're still in good spirits, in other words. Yeah. Alright. How do we check? Okay. I think I know how to check. Well, for one thing, does white play maximizing moves around this juncture? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. This looks like it will work, but no, there's no one-legged chicken or anything. All right, let's check. Ooh, we can't check the regular way. First, let's check the guy's record. Well, let's first start another game. I'll check if we got botted
Start to play.
with my main account. Let's see. I think we found the same guy, so let's just 136. 136. Even though I said we should not check records and stuff like that, I think the guy played so well last time. If we run into like a clear botter, I think we're gonna not play it. This guy's not a clear botter yet. He, in the sense that, oh no. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Alright. Suspicious records, beating some other botters that I know, so probably not. Although this guy has lost some games as well, so we definitely couldn't have found the guy, we would have played him even if we suspected him or checked his record. The last thing I will do is I'm opening up my Fox app on my phone, and I'll just check a few of this guy's moves in the beginning and see if the moves make sense or stuff. Here's what the graph looks like. Basically straight down as expected, yeah, everything was straight down. Last thing I will check is like hits. Did this guy play any like clearly bad moves? Are all the moves like reasonably good? The first sign of trouble in this one. The first sign of trouble in this one was when we played that. While we try to find a game, we could load up the game. Where is the game? When we Atari'd on the bottom, we should have just connected. We probably would have connected if we thought about it more. But we wanted to play the Atari first, and then afterwards, if we get white to, conservatively capture the 2 stones, that would be fine. But then I got the Tanuki treatment, so that was very, very, that was the first sign of trouble. Basically here with this Atari. All moves are reasonably good until there are only unreasonable moves left. Okay. It's a stupid meme song. Okay. Saw you watch a game I played on a friend's 8-dan account the other day. Ha ha ha! Cool. This was the questionable move, and of course, we hoped that white would turn and Atari, and then the best thing white could have done was Tanuki, and he did Tanuki, so he kind of avoided the top move, but it's like his moves are like half a point worse. Sometimes they're half a point better, so it's it was yeah, probably not. The way he played a lot of these moves were too proper. Yeah, like this move he hit. That was very, very nice. I was like, peep, hard for white to answer, connect or something. Bam! He shoulder hits on the outside. It was quite well done. This move, I thought he was gonna sideways headbutt to sort of gain sente there, and no, he hit the AI move, which I thought was not the move. So good job him. Yeah, man. So like I could not tell with that guy's record. Like he hit this move as well. Unfortunately lost the game after being up like 30 points, but a good learning experience. Aha. Good. Yeah, okay. We're giving that guy 136 something 10 numbers. We're giving this guy the blacklist treatment. Hitting all these he hit all these moves in the complex fighting situations. When do you plan to stream in the future? I want to get a 3-game watch streak. I plan to stream this Saturday morning. Saturday morning. Hopefully, I may stream on Friday, but not in the Friday afternoons. So probably Saturday morning. The big event tonight is the Shinhan Bank World Championships. That's happening. Finals. That's happening tonight, and we have players of different countries playing, so it's extra special. It's gonna be here on Fox. It's gonna be this game. This is Park Jung-won. This is Wang Xinhao, and their recent head-to-head record was 2-1. Only played 3 games to Wang here. He's ranked very high in the world, higher than Park Jung-won. Park Jung-won is probably number 12 or something in the world at the moment, and he's ranked probably 4. Wang is ranked probably 4. He made it to several finals, one against Shinhan So, one against someone else, and this is like in the span of like a year or so, the 3rd finals that he's reached in the international competition. So this guy is really up and coming. He's also very young. I think he's only 21 or 22 years old. So Zichun baby is not happy. Yeah, he's upstairs. Are there any ranking lists somewhere? I do have a ranking list. GoRatings.org, and let's put that up. Okay, that's my KGS window. This is a GoRatings.org page. Shinhan So is number 1, Bing Hao and Wang Xinhao. So this guy is ranked number 3 in the world. Made it to the finals. By the way, I think he is the one who took out Shinhan So in this tournament. So, by the way, this Shinhan Bank is the first one of the major world championships, of the kind of the this exact tournament, and it's the shortest time format ever. I think it's 30 minutes each and plus 20 seconds. By the way, Park Jung-won is number 10 in the world, so I thought he was 12. He's actually 10. So we got number 3 versus number 10 in the world. You guys can see here the time settings on the upper right here. Extremely short, 30 minutes, 20 seconds of added time. So a game of 240 moves would add 240 moves, 3 moves per minute. That would be 80 minutes plus the 1 hour. That's like 2.5 hours is how long the games will last, basically. So quite a short time format. Okay, so the auto match is still going. Just our feels just right, we're able to find 1 game, and Friday afternoon Fox, 1 game, 1 bot opponent. Feels about right. Where is your name? That was rude, but still funny. Are there ranking lists? Okay, yeah, I believe it or not, we do have some familiar names there on the list. Believe it or not, someone was here. Andrei Kravets. Is Andrei Kravets up here? Andrei Kravets is 823 here. He's the European professional. Tangi is here. Basically, you get a rank after you secure at least 1 win against someone else who is also ranked around here. So the Europeans, they played in the Chinese C League, the 3rd tranche the third, the C League. Basically, there's the A League, B League, and C League. The Europeans have a team in the Chinese C League, and so a bunch of their players are ranked over here. I am not. I haven't won a game against anyone in international competition yet. So I am not on here. I think the highest is Stanislaw. He's ranked over here. Is Surma up here? No, he's not. Ryan? Ryan is not. So if you search though over here, I think you can find me on this website. So you go in to one of the players. Maybe we have to go back to the main list. We have to do like a player search, which I guess I can't. But I played against this guy once, and he is on the list. So okay, so this is the last big Go tournament I played. I played one game last April against this guy, and so see, I am here. I am here. Chen Zhaonian in 2025 April 10th. You guys can even see the game there. Anyways, so this is where I am in the list. You can see I played a couple of games in 2014. There are also 2 games in 2013 that you guys can see here. All losses, so I don't have a rank, and so yeah. So I start out with a rating, and so I'm not actually rated. You guys can see Li Changhou, Chou Qikun, Xu Jiayang. This guy is probably number 10 rank, and I do have a rating which is like 2890, right? Xu Jiayang is number 5 in the world, so I have played against current number 5 in the world, Li Changhou, number 1 player, GOAT, greatest of all time Go player, Chou Qikun. Unfortunately, those were all losses. Needless to say, I can't find any opponents. Good. Okay, so I do have a rating, don't I? Do I have a rating? 2891. Let's see what rating 2891 gives in this international list of players. 2891. Actually, this is kind of high. 2891 is right here, 600 in the world. So if I secure 1 victory, I'll be here somewhere. This is a guy from Malaysia who is in Japan, who plays a lot of Japanese tournaments. Okay. Needless to say, there's a bunch of players not on the list who are stronger than I am. But yeah, that's how it is at the moment. Alright, we're gonna do auto match again, and even at 8 dan we found one. Well, the graph is not as bad as the Iranian currency. Don't know how their currency is doing, but I would imagine not so good at the moment. Okay, so a little bit of a preview tonight. These 2 players have played in the past. One game was played in 2025, September 30th. So, and I can, on Fox you can go straight into this game, and you may be able to pull up their games list, and we can sort of take a look at how they played in the past. In fact, we can probably even just go into their, that website that we had, and we can do like view game, and and we can do like a view game. They last played in September 30th, Park Jung-won, and how does it how do I make this work? I'm running into Fox's server firewall. It's not letting me load the game records. Let me see. Save link as SGF file. No, I can't save it as SGF. Well, yeah, okay. Anyways, their head-to-head record is 2-1 in favor of Wang, which is it just loaded. It just took a really long time. Okay, so this is what happened in their last game that these two players met. This is what happened last time the two players met. Huh? Okay, let me do an undo. Let me uh-oh. Hold on. Let's get it back. Okay. Fox is back. We have this window open. And this window will switch over to the game window, and then we're good. Great. This is what happened the last time these two players met. Yeah, we found a game, but this guy didn't want to play. This is Park Jung-won playing black in this game. This is September 30th of last year, their most recent encounter. Let's see how this went. Park Jung-won was black. He's I think he's a little bit better known, like more famous in the world circles, having been at close to the top of the world for a long time. Park Jung-won was really famous for about 5 years ago when Ke Jie was the #1 player in the world, and before Shinhan was ascended, he was he was right there with Ke Jie. They were like 50-50 at the time. Okay. So this is how it went. Park Jung-won was black, a jump. And this kind of opening is what you guys will see a lot in the modern day. Sort of the two players are sort of keeping a little bit of distance with each other in the beginning. And this is not an accident. This is because players tend to keep more of a distance, try to keep different possibilities open all the time. Here, let me... we found a game. Okay. To keep possibilities as open as possible. I don't know why...
Start
okay.
to play.
Okay, good. Found a game there. Yeah. Anyways, we'll tab over, play the game, and when we have a low in the action, we'll continue to look at this past game, the recent encounter. Anyways, this is what you'll see a lot in the modern openings now, because a lot of this contact play is getting less and less. Players are getting more cautious. Now, before you say, should I copy what the pros are doing, and then they're keeping a little bit more of a distance, should I do the same thing? Don't worry, the professionals only do this Hold on, this setup is a little wonky. Professionals only do this because, no, I think this is perfect. Okay, professionals only do this because the other professionals are all super well studied in terms of local variations, what to do if the opponent, like 3-3s right away, what to do if the opponent plays, the flying knife opening. Was it the flying knife? Yeah, flying knife. What if the opponent attaches here, this kind of thing. Because it's so well studied, that's why the players tend to open up a little more distance and sort of keep all the possibilities as open as possible, so that the game can be, transition into the middle game without, the aggressor losing a little bit of, because everyone knows how to respond to the slight overplays. Slight overplays. That's exactly right. Slight overplays. So that's why you'll see a lot more like self-development, sustainable development of yourself instead of like cross-cutting fights and attachments and things like that. And as a result, tends to be a little more mojo as well, which is always a little more mojo is always good to have in our games. AI flexibility. Okay. Stash, Frey, Flag. Oh, Lucan is there. Nice. Okay. The graph is not on our side. Oh, the graph is fine. No worries there. Okay. What do you think Shinjin So's edge is? I think Shinjin So's edge is he studied AI relatively early. Plus, there's one very peculiar thing with the modern Go, which is the players who tend to be strongest before AI also are the strongest after the AI transition. So it's a really interesting thing where I think it's because Go is such a long and tough game that there's just so much game after the well-studied like memorization stage, in the opening, and there's just so much game to play beyond this, and so I think that's also a good thing. It means our game is very big. So Shinjin So was already very, very strong beforehand. He was very good at I think he was very good at fighting beforehand, and AI sort of helped him shore up his slight weaknesses a lot better than AI did for a lot of other people. And this is the strong fighters tend to have less, like if you're a very strong fighter and your games get decided by 30 points, there's a lot less like end game, and there's a lot less like fine judgment, and so AI is really, really helping in terms of that. There's one more story which illustrates illustrates Shinjin So's edge a little bit. There was one moment, in the Chinese A-League, Shinjin So was playing someone, they were going over the game, going over, and it was like 60 moves in, and then the comment was like, the best move was there and not here, and so you can really see how much AI Shinjin So studies, or how much he studies in general. Shinjin So has a pretty well documented like schedule where he schedule, and it's I think it's pretty pretty imbalanced. It's like all Go and nothing else. So dedication and talent and work, I guess. COVID style go crazy. Okay, learn all the Joseki variations, then keep my distance. Got it. Yes, exactly. So you can imagine for you guys, for you and I, in the tournaments that we play in, in the U.S., in Europe, the practice is probably a little bit different, right? It's like learn the AI variations and then play the AI variations and hopefully get an advantage out of that and sort of trick the opponent. Maybe not trick the opponent, but get an edge over the opponent. So so it could be. Anyways, okay, white defends. This is opening this up, which is a bit annoying. Let's block, just secure this territory, just keep white not totally alive. The top did make black a little bit more alive, which is always helpful. White plays here. Is it a bit of a panicky move? I think so. We're gonna peep here. It's gonna be a bit tough for white to answer. We're gonna Atari first when the cut happens and then give up the 2 stones. Yeah, so it's very interesting. Yeah, so it's like, do we want to copy the pros at this moment? Probably not, because for you guys, for you and I, like we study some AI variation and then we play it, and then as much as possible. For them, it's like, well, my opponent probably knows a lot too, so let's just be careful and then just not lose in the opening. And it's very, very, it's a very interesting situation. It's a very interesting situation. Let's play the Atari before we, let's not waste any time not playing the Atari. He pushes. The strongest move is, no, I think we should block. And then if he cuts, we're gonna play this move, and then the cut, the capture in the ko. We're gonna let white get some ko threat, and then we're gonna capture the ko, killing the whole corner. Probably good. We have one local ko threat with this Atari, but this one is not a local ko threat. White Atari is here, so we have one ko. We have the first ko, and we have the one local ko threat for safe measure. If white peeps here, for example, we might even connect once. Let's not chance it. Let's not connect once. Well, he plays even less hard, or even less hard. Yeah, exactly. So this is good. This game is going much better than last game. So good job us so far. He plays here. Yeah, that makes sense. White gains a little bit. It does feel like we gained a lot more than white did, and plus we have a chance to gain even more by sealing in the white group here. We'll just play here eventually. Yeah, this is a bit of a dilemma here. Do we? I do think we seal him off on the outside, and all the exchanges are helping us. Shore up the outside, and we'll just push through like this. Great. Panic attacks window. Well, okay. Well, keeping distance in the opening and not playing those well studied. Yeah, exactly. It's like everyone needs a little more moyo. It's like those secret martial art moves. You learn them so you would never use them in a real fight. Yeah. Fortunately or unfortunately, this is more true than it's more true than not. So we'll Atari this one, even though this is losing a bit. I think it's a good idea. Or we'll Atari this one. This one, I see it. After we capture white pushes, we can Atari here and then Atari here, he can't connect. Either capture, he can't connect. So we saved this. White gained a lot on the outside, but because this move is still sente, or we thought it was still sente, first one move on the outside. This is very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Yeah, so we probably gained a little more than white. We got 30 points here. It's hard to find 30 points for white on this board right now. Plus we have the ko-aji, which is gonna help. Yeah, let's play this one and then this Hane move. No, he's gonna play here, which is it's so imperfect from how oh well, I think we can play here and reasonably expect an okay result at the end. Yeah, good job, white. This Atari is very annoying. Okay, good thing white does not Atari there. He Ataris here. We're gonna exchange everything. Just let's not pretend. Let's not try to maximize and then end up. Okay, it's invades a 3/3. It's never bad. Great. Okay. Well, they say the best martial art is to run away. Yes. That's called a running fight. Panic, attack, swindle, co-capture. I'm disturbed by the concept that we and Zichen belong in the category compared to the top Go professionals. Aha. We have the greatest co-threats. We're all in the untrained and uneducated plebs category. Yeah, so as you guys know, the best North America and EU players are like the NA and European professionals. Unfortunately, every one of us do not have Go as our primary professions. Every one of us do have a day job at work. So so in terms of how much practice in the game, how much practice we have in the game, we're probably on par with a lot of the amateur players from Asia, basically. We're on par with the amateur players from Asia. Yeah, that's it. Okay, even though normally speaking, this shape is a little too good for white if white has a ladder. White has the ladder in this case, but I think we will still play it because we have this one extra stone. These two stones and this position is doing a good job of limiting white's upper side development, so we're probably gonna be okay here. Yeah, so I as much as I spend a lot of time on the game, one, I'm not I definitely am not the #1 top talent or anything like that. And also I don't work very hard to improve. So combine these two facts and you guys and I are on the same boat when we compare ourselves to the top players in the world. And clearly we do not deserve, I do not deserve to be able to, take them down, for example. Okay, I'm gonna play very tight just to get the liberties ready if white ends up capturing the 2 stones and make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 points overall in the entire board, we have 35 over here plus maybe 5 or 10 here, and we have the whole bottom, so we should be more than good overall. Yeah, is this peep a problem? Doesn't feel like a problem, so we'll play the corner making move here, and this Atari is Sente cut. We can Atari from the outside, so it's all fine. I think yeah, we just block from the other side, and we should be on our way to a easy victory. The top has to live, though. Hopefully it lives. I think it will live. Hane and Tiger Mouse will probably make the top alive, so probably okay. Attach. This cut is Sente, not that it's that helpful. You know what? Let's play this move. This move helps on the left-hand side. It's a good local move to protect the corner, and white has a hard time surviving, so it's okay. We improve by playing 2 mainly. Yeah, exactly. I just don't, I just don't have the energy or whatever to sit in front of the AI and play variation after variation. Not that I do some of this. I do some of this, and AI study and all of that. I review with AI a lot, for example. So I'm just gonna play another safety move. Yeah. I might rethink whether I want to continue watching Zichen now. Zichen is sponsored by Donald Trump, by the way. What? I am not. I wish I'm sponsored by Donald Trump. He would bring a lot of funding to the sport, to the game. I wish, but sadly no. But SJS doesn't do cool streams on Twitch, so we win. yeah, maybe. Anyways, so this has a few implications for how we, proceed. I guess this move is Sente 2. This move is Sente 2. Let's just peep there. Let's just play these peeps. And the corner should be good, right? The corner should be good. Let's play a turn so we can Atari next and just make this wholly unassailable. I mean, there's so many stones here, the corner has to be good, right? I see a little bit of a problem, but I'm sure it's nothing we can't handle. Just gonna connect. Smooth sailing. And this is a part where we just sort of start to play a little soft by default. I know I tell everyone at this moment we have to go for a lot and not play soft, but I did have a recent bad experience with I estimate that I am ahead in this game by about as much as I was ahead in that game. About 30 points, maybe 25, maybe a little more in this one. And I remembered my teachings, and I said, I have to go. I have to, I have to go hard and make sure I don't play soft at this moment because, for a variety of reasons, and did end up losing that one game, which was very hurtful. Anyways, very nice. 42 viewers now. Yes, nice. 37. Smooth sailing. Famous last words. Trump is fun, unlike other stiff presidents.
Someone invites you to play.
I sort of do have the energy to study with AI, but I just really don't know how to do it in a constructive way. Aha. My lectures at Go Congresses always will have something to do with a way to use AI to help, or it can be connected. So those will be good. And I'm preparing new lectures for 2026 Go Congress, and hopefully these will be good too. Smooth sailing. Yeah. In this one, white just doesn't have that much territory on the board. I think one of the keys in this one was the co-capture was just very, very good for us. It's protected this cutting point weakness, so it made all this left-hand side territory. It destroyed white's corner, and then it made the corner black. So it's like 5 points for white and 10 points for white and 10, 20, 30 points for black. It's like 50 points. How could we, 10 points for white, 25, 30 points for black, 40 points or close to 40 points. And what white captures is 10, so there's no coming back from this one. If I ended up capturing the co, it just doesn't matter. It's the same, just as good. Probably should have captured this co. Ended up doing this, which was probably too small. This was 20 points, saving 4 stones and capturing 4, but losing a lot of the outside. Definitely not good. But here, white probably needed to Atari here and Atari here to have a chance to do more damage to black on the outside. Black will have a chance to save the 4 stones and counterattack this white group. But upon this, these 5-6 stones on the outside helping to surround the bottom, that's too much. We let white survive and connect home here, but and we also let white capture the 2 stones. But we got Sente out of both of these situations, so 30 points or so is probably correct. Where's the logo? Well, I'm waiting for the AGA to I'm waiting for the, oh my god, what happened to my thing here? Okay, it looks like it's fixed. I'm waiting for the AGA to do a streamer outreach. Put an AGA logo on your stream for $100 or $200, $100 per stream or something like that, and then I'll do it. I do have to say though, the US Go Congress website, it's like bright electric, cyberpunk kind of a thing, and it hurts my eyes a little bit when I look at it. I am no artist. I am not artistic in any sense of the word. I can't paint. I can't even draw a good-looking circle with my hands. My handwriting looks like chicken scratch. So don't take my word for it. Maybe the AGA website looks good. I don't know. Okay. So in anticipation for tonight's game, this is Wang Shinhan versus Park Jung-won. This one is reversed, where Park Jung-won was white. I don't know why this is not. It's supposed to let me see the top. Anyways, Park Jung-won is white. Just bear with me. It's reversed.
Someone invites you to play.
It's reversed from the game at hand. Okay, here the game was hidden, so we're fine. This guy didn't want to play. Okay. Anyways, so this is kind of like what you'll see. I like, for example, here, like this jump and then this move. This peep, as you guys know, are like a series of lots of variations that we learned from AI. The simplest one is this, but even this gets there's room for complications like this kind of thing, or this kind of thing, and it was very hard to play this AI move at 13, which is just really weird. This is an AI Joseki. Of course, I played this, and then somehow this is not as good for black. It was because this extend threatens to capture black's corner in Ko, and it's just like good enough to be Sente. A Ko to capture is just good enough to be as big as a Sente move, and so because white gets this move in Sente 18 extend down, white's connected to the 4 stone, and so that like sort of brings all of the white stones together and is very thick. Anyways, going off on a tangent. Anyways, so that's the simplest Joseki. There's also this. There's also this move. There's also the headbutting move. It really escalates. So feels like for us, for me at a Go tournament, I'm like, oh, I studied some Josekis here. Let me peep, and do the Joseki. For them, it's like, okay, well, none of the variations are like super good for me. Let me just keep the possibilities open and play the least number of moves Joseki that I know. And in this game already, you see a few examples of this. The 2-move Joseki where one side gets the corner. 2 moves is like the least you can have. This is a 3-move Joseki and Tenuki. Again here, a 4-move Joseki and Tenuki. And you do see this a lot. And yeah, so black plays here. There's a lot of different variations. There's a lot of possibilities, but white Tenukis, black jumps, and then they continue to play. And you'll see a lot of Tenukis. You'll see a lot of this carefulness in terms of keeping at a distance before they start engaging and really fighting. But at the same time, the brawling afterwards, like this is the first contact move of the game. The brawling that occurs afterwards is like especially strong as well. So it's like a whole different kind of visualization treat to watch the finals games nowadays. Anyways, Park Jung-won is black, Wang Shinhan is white. They played in September 30th last year. Okay. Very interesting fight, and this kind of thing, you'll see this kind of fighting a lot. There's a lot of contact, and you're like, oh yes, for sure, white could go into the corner, right? And then you're thinking extend or double hane to make the Ko. But then you'll see them like conserve the possibilities and play this attach, and then black's like, okay, I gotta put an end to that, and then somehow they just step back and start compromising again. You'll see this a lot in the modern game. Of course, once fighting escalates, it really escalates, and up and down the rank spectrum, you'll continue to see that. So okay. Block this move and then attach. Yeah, this kind of because AI such emphasizes the efficiency so much, like we're 80% sure white was gonna connect, but nowadays players are so good about trying to get every last little bit of development. By the way, one thing, if you guys are wondering about how to use AI to help you, improve your game, there's this approach which I am an advocate of. This is a bottoms-up, like additive approach where you're trying to figure out the values of your moves in an additive way. It's not like, you know, the reductive way is you look at the AI move and then you're like, okay, let me just try to memorize this or get a feel for this. So eventually, when you play the game, you'll start to feel like nice moves. But needless to say, like AI moves are also heavily dependent on the conditions. So a additive approach is very good. And this way, it's like, I know a move I have to play is connect my two stones. Let me try to add more to my move. Can I get as much, can I get just as much safety? And then, I could give up a little bit of thickness for more pressure on the opponent. This kind of thing. And another thing is, if white connects, black is, if you're still not able to do any damage to black, then it feels like white has played a lot of moves close to a black position that's secure, and you don't want to do that, right? And so here white plays this move. It's a very interesting thought. Okay. Black continues to play the same way. So here, white has a stone here instead of the connect. Connect, you get a few more forcing moves on the right-hand side, but then white having a stone here clearly helps the bottom side more. Hard to tell if it's worth it or not, but this is a kind of additive approach, building upwards approach that I do advocate for. And when you do see an AI move afterwards, with this additive approach, you can be like, this move does a little bit better, a little bit more for me than my moves, and so on. Okay. Shame on them. Shame on them. I can draw, let me take a look. You don't have to be a chef to know the soup isn't tasty. Yet people do pay a lot for garbage, literally. And this movie is great. So this is a great example. So white has made a lot of moves on the outside. It's broadly connected. Black got a lot of territory, and black plays extra conservatively now. Sometimes you want to go all the way into the opponent's face and surround all the way up onto their face like this. Sometimes you want to do, a little more conservative. Sometimes you want to like sort of maintain a good-looking no man's land. And then sometimes you want to play like this move. It's like, well, even if I maintain like a good-looking no man's land, like a fairly good distance away from you, you're still going to invade and I will still have trouble with it. In that case, you just go directly backwards and retreat and do this kind of thing. Makes a lot of sense. And white just extends back. This is very interesting. Black clearly has made a lot of territory, but white is not in a hurry to do anything, basically. But as you guys can see, the fighting still gets super wild, and probably even more wild nowadays than before. With there's a moment where you sort of keep distances, and then when it comes to the middle game, they start to really bring on the efficiency. White plays here, and just like tries to get a sente while taking a lot of these weaknesses in shape. And white does take the sente. At the end, white does headbutt. And see, like white is not extending back. White is making every little bit possible. And you do see this once the fighting gets real, once contact with the enemy gets established. It's the saying like, all plans go out the window upon contact with the opponent, once you get punched in the face. And so this is a kind of a lot like that. In the game, white was able to force black to capture on the inside. This must be a good moment for white. Okay, peep and then extend forward. We can clearly see how, despite this earlier relatively safe, extend the back move by black earlier, by Park Jong-won earlier. Because black ended up invading here and white did just good enough of a job in response, white is able to really take the initiative in the game. They playing corner side center. No plan survives first contact with the enemy. Once you get punched in the face, yes. Okay. Yeah, and so here there's a lot of different groups, and black captures 2 stones. Must be really a good moment or a important moment. Fighting as continues. White gives up the 4 stones in order to get a full, strong attack against this outside group. White probably wants to save this Atari and then play something like this. Wow, this takes a bit of courage, as you can see. But where black does look like he's surrounded and in a lot of danger. So black plays on the outside, but white still goes after black. Very interesting game. Wow, I don't remember watching this game on September 30th of last year. I wonder when they played this game. At the end of everything, seems like Park Jong-won was not able to keep his stones connected, and the middle half dies, and even though white loses 3 more stones, the left hand side survives, and 10, 20, 30, 40. Black is only able to get 50 points, which of course will not be enough to overcome the middle group that's dead. Interesting, very, very interesting fighting here. Probably here, black likely could survive easily playing this move and then giving up the 4 stones there. But probably white is just looking at this as like, I can cut there, so the left is mine anyways. And like this, 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, still less than 50 points for black. 15 on the top, 25 on the left. That's already 40 plus some territories here. So probably good for white, and very good example of a this thickness started getting used as soon as white was able to get black to play this move, and then it's hard to see how this outside influence and thickness is going to be used at this time early in the game. This move was a bit surprising to me, but the effect seemed very, very good because it got black to invade here, and white prepared for the invasion as hard as he could. So whenever that happens, it's a great thing. Just got increasingly got stronger and stronger. This move was probably a key move, and it's just the giving up the 4 stones at this moment. What? Or even considering that, and then when black gives up his 4 stones, not capturing it, very, 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 very nice. And so at the end, white was able to maximize and win. Wow, this there's a lot of contact fighting without contact, if you guys know what we mean. Anyway, so that's the last time these 2 players played each other, and hopefully tonight they play something just as exciting. That was very, very good. Wow, that was again, the Shinhan Bank tournament is the shortest timing format at 30 minutes and plus 20 seconds per move. Wow. How could you... I remember the US Go Congress thinking about going into 1 hour each and then adding 20 seconds per move or 30 seconds per move even, and people like really complained in the WeChat groups. They're like, this is too short, the timing is too short, 1 hour each and plus 20 seconds or 30 seconds, that's like way longer than this time format. So great. Anyways, so very, very good thing to check out later tonight. Finals. Okay, here's my fox back, and let's see if we can get an opponent. It's now 5:30 in China, and 5:30 in China and 6:30 in Japan and Korea. So maybe people have woken up, hopefully. Yeah, that was great. Maybe we can find more of those matches. So one of the games was played. Then the time before I have on the Fox record is 2024, 12:28, and Park Jung-won won that game. That was in a year and a couple months ago. Park Jung-won won a game. And then the first meeting I have on the Fox list is 2023 May. At the time, Wang Shinhan was only an 8P, and he did win against Park Jung-won then. So 2-1 historical match. Maybe they've played more, but who knows? Very, very interesting to see tonight. And the pressure is on because it's very, very short time periods. Okay, the auto match is going. This time the match loaded very, very quick. So if we can't find a game, we're gonna go look at this again. I do have to say, even though it's an 8-dan account, Afternoon Fox is really challenging. Okay, this is my OGS. This is a Fox game. Okay, good. Let's make this slower again. Park Jung-won is black in this game once again. And okay, very nice. Joseki's 3-3 invasions. Good. These are very, very standard and very, very standard. But when it comes to these variations now, it just like balloons up, and there's no way to study everything. My partner started fixing Katrin, and he does not even play Go. I hope he can do it. I've heard that when having to choose a pair Go partner, people prefer Park Jung-won over Shin Jin-so. Generally speaking, the younger, the stronger player or male player, the less they are preferred. That's why Kuje is the worst pair Go partner ever. Yeah, Shin Jin-so, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're both probably fairly good pair Go partners. They don't seem to like to talk much. So Kuje loves to talk a lot, and he as a result he disparages whoever he plays with a lot as well. So these two are probably about the same. All right. So a very interesting opening in this game. White has 2 stones here, 2 stones here, both probably going to be killed. And he invades here. Very, very interesting. And black turns. When you don't know what to do, sustainable development, make a sente turn, and then he jumps. When you don't know what to do, so strengthen yourself so you can attack harder in the attack and fight harder in the upcoming fight. This was White's plan after this invasion. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Yeah, and this kind of tanuki treatment is what you'll see a lot. Almost always, this tanuki treatment will be made on strong positions, on thickness. It's use the thickness principle to make your tanukis. Black, upon playing 2-3 moves here and having this one stone able to be captured, and the outside, of course, judges the 2 stones not so important. The corner, of course, is all alive, and so here black tanukis. Also, of course, black doesn't want to lose a couple of points here in sente, so interesting. And white plays here. It does feel like where black has played the last, this move is a little bit bigger than the top. White is forced to spend a lot of moves that are surrounded by this black group, and the black group is not in any serious danger even after this, especially not in any danger of getting cut, which is very important. So when black plays this turn, black is still very, very strong, and so the territory loss is really not. The territory loss does not hurt very much, and white is the one who finds himself having to defend on the left-hand side, and again another tanuki treatment. Usually this double cut is a problem, but black has turned in the middle, so if the outside stones are kind of a lot stronger than before, then the cut is much easier to deal with. So another key tanuki by black, and invades on the left. And this bottom is very big because white is not totally alive, and connecting makes black totally alive, and gains a lot of territory and so on. So a very, very good job. At this point, we are very, very tempted, a lot of us are, to start surrounding the center. After all, this is what you do after you make all these moves in the center. But this move is very telling because black would rather have white play in the middle than have black play in the middle. This could be argued both ways, and it all depends on if black is needs to survive or needs to protect himself or has any danger on the top. If no, then the middle is very small. If yes, then the middle is very big. So it's very hard to make this kind of judgment here, but it's possible to make these judgments and to line yourself with the AI in these moments. It's very, very important and very, very helpful. White starts the fight over here locally. Okay, and wow, what move is this? Black extends. White's supposed to connect to save the 2 stones. I'm guessing black is able to survive. Yeah, probably able to survive like this. If white blocks Hanoi once and then play here, black is able to survive. Okay, and then white needs to survive with these stones and starts losing the fight. This is a very interesting PP move. Has a huge dangers of getting the Gote treatment. It gets an answer, but what does this move do for white? It supposedly attempts to get a cut on the outside. Very interesting fighting here. It feels like black gained over here overall. This extend back is going to be sente for later. And so white has 0 points on the top and black has a few. So moreover, white plays here. if this captured black on the right, then okay, the game goes on. But very interesting move. This move captures white bigger than this move. So this is like a big exchange. Oh, very, very complicated. Plays a Sente move and makes the bottom alive and then connects in the middle. This move is now a reduction of territory kind of move. Black makes a push. Oh boy. Here, this move runs into this problem, and black's shortage of liberties may make it not fightable for black here. And wow, interesting. Black pushed, trying to get Sente. Another move black could have played was Atari. This way, black could survive. There's one eye in the corner, and then one more eye that can be made like this. In the game, black played another counter-attacking move. This is the strongest move possible. This does not allow black to live, but because black is able to do damage to white, white somehow has to allow black to survive anyways. And this way, black ended up getting Sente in this local fight and shored up the position by headbutting here. Black's territory in the middle of the board is positively huge, and we can see how possibly this will go to black. Although white did capture a group on the right too. This is 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 points for white overall. 15, 25, 30, 35 points for black. Plus the middle, that's gotta be way too much. So if black can just keep everything, Park Jung-won is gonna do this, and I think he does. So this is how the 2 games ago, the game before last game went between these two. Oh my god, what? Okay, black connects, white plays this move, very good. This would be another ko on the outside. Black can probably Atari here, but possibly white is able to play something like this. Anyways, black ends up just capturing and then capturing the left-hand side. Very interesting. White captures, black extends. So another exchange in the middle here. White saves these, captures these, but black is able to capture the bottom group. So, okay, this is not close. This is 11 points. Interesting. Closer than I thought. And if white plays here, is this the move? That's not the move. Anyways, so this could conceivably go on, but oh yeah, connect here probably. Yeah, and white by 42. Okay, black by 4.5. Wow, this is not. Okay, it ended up being kind of close in the end. So yeah, but white, black was gonna win this one for sure. Let's see if we could figure out what the move is over here. I don't think there is a Tetsuji move. It's just a very interesting overall fighting, and yeah, maybe white gained a lot in the middle, destroyed all the middle territory, and captured black stones. Certainly much bigger than this white group. Okay, but anyways, that was how Park Jung-won was able to win the second meeting between these two. Good. I've heard that it's due to Park having more natural, so to speak, style, while SJS is too complex and people have trouble understanding. SJS does go for a lot more on the edge, on the line kind of play. You can see how he, in the quest for ever greater efficiency or slash adherence to AI, or ever greater efficiency, when Shin Jin-so goes overboard, he does sometimes end up like falling apart in the fighting. Sometimes just it's luck, of course. He still wins more than he loses, but yeah. So that's certainly true. Shin Jin-so is a lot more on the edge kind of play. By the way, same as Wang Xinhao in this one, who is on the Chinese side. He is also very much on the edge, and he does like to go for a lot of, like you saw in the most recent game that the two played, he did go for a lot of places where he has to lose his 4 stones in order to go for the capture. It's very, very aggressive, in other words. Park Jun-won excels in the defensive fighting that we saw in the second to last game that we saw, between the two. The game that was played in 2024 December. Where Park Jun-won shines is in his defensive fighting, sort of punishing opponent overplays, or in moments where he's like, I'm strong enough to tenuki against you, and I can see how Park Jun-won would be more conducive to Pergo play. WYM by fixing. SJS is too complex and people have trouble understanding. He lost his humanity. That's so funny. He lost his humanity. That's so true on so many levels. He lost his humanity. Okay, I'm gonna manually match against a lot of these 7-dans. There's so many of them. I can't believe the auto match didn't pick this up yet. Oh, that's another AI. That one account always played with us, but he's an AI, so we can't quite play with him. Alright, we send out a lot in his quest for the top dog. To be the top dog. He lost his humanity, huh? That's so funny. Yeah. Tuesday afternoons, quite unconducive to finding games. This is wow, even at Fox 8 Dan. Good. Alright, we do have one last game between the two on Fox, and let me know if you guys find more. And we can look at how their first encounter went. And let that be kind of like a sneak preview of this. Okay. Auto match. Man, who knew that finding games? Well, I guess I kind of knew this. Finding games is Okay, good, good. That guy didn't want to play. All right. Are you guys gonna have to watch me play bots on KGS? That would be monumentally sad. All right. Yeah, hard to think that these two have only played 3 games in the past. Um, Park Jung-won versus vs Wang Xinghao. Oh, great! We may have found a game.
Start to play.
Oh, oh, thank goodness, a game. A game. Great. 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 Okay. Nice. Very reasonable set of moves. Don't quite know what to do there, so we're gonna play the 3-3. Head to head. Okay. Yeah, what I have is also 2-1 for Wang. Yeah, Li Chen baby is not very happy upstairs. Let's go straight. Let's play this weird looking move. Yeah, it's so weird. Love it. If you click too quickly in his quest for the top one. Oh, okay, okay. That's something wrong with car train. All right, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna enter some kind of a covariation and the push is very hard to answer, so good thing the opponent did not do that. Good thing he did not do that. Probably gonna have to block and push through like this. Might be okay if he pushes out. Yeah, white does not bite on the trap. That's okay. Yeah, this Atari is very annoying. I think we do have to connect. Wow. Yeah, we can block and make an eye here, so it's doing a lot of development, which we definitely do not like. Let's play one more move here. So now when white pushes, we're not blocking him, we're extending back. And then let's play this press, and yeah, maybe pressing him down would be pretty good. We have this move as a clear threat coming up. This move, did white sort of not factor that move in enough? Let's see. This move, he connects, I see. Where's the joke here? Okay. Alright. Let's see if he answers or not. He probably counterattacks. Counterattack. We were very worried about the counterattack. It's okay. Should we also Atari this? I think it actually does not hurt to play this, although white might capture this, so let's not chance it. Right now we can still Atari this in Sente. It could be a good non-beam move against white. 15 points. Alright guys, I'm just so happy we were able to find a game. Yeah, our shape is fulsome now, but white has made some territory again too. So both sides made some gains, scored some gains. He just connects. Okay. Peep. Yeah, the peep probably doesn't lose anything, even if white plays the counter-attacking block. We can honey later. Well, should we honey now? Let's make sure we do enough sustainable development to not fall behind. 35 points for white. I think we're able to handle this so far. If he honeys backwards, we're gonna yeah, just vulgar our way down here. Yeah, vulgar our way down here. Always, of course, in adherence to the thickness principle. Does the ladder work? Probably should have checked beforehand. The ladder does not work, so that's good. And at this moment, we're not actually gonna fight him here. We're actually just gonna continue to develop our territory, allow him to capture one stone. and just take our peeps and be done with this. So the idea is that we preoccupied him enough over here to be to be good. Okay. Oh, he answered here. I didn't think he would. I didn't think he would play the Atari. All right. Okay. So we get a lot of peeps now, but how to make the peeps most useful for us? That's not easy to. That's not easy to answer here. I think it's gonna be this. Jump out like this, and then play here, and then play this knight's move. Ah, he counters. Yeah, that's okay. We have other moves we can play. Yeah, that was very nice by white there. But we'll just relax our constraints and try to get a little less. Pushes in, so we're gonna back up. I would like to play this, but the sideways push is a bit hard to deal with, so I think I'll play this one. Again, it's very far apart, and letting white get a little bit of headway, make a little bit of progress locally here, because locally here there's no territory involved. 45 points for white overall. We're just gonna water our way to the rest of the board there. Yeah, water our way to the rest of the board. The goal is 50 points for black. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 for white, 45 above for white at the moment. So we have a lot of work to do, in other words. We have a lot of work. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, the top is over 50 points, so I guess we have not as much work as we thought we did. Another Sinte move. Yeah, this is a good one. We're just gonna headbutt and sort of leave the situation. This is big. Push and cut is big, right? Push and cut is really good. But first, let's play the honey move. We're looking to start a cutting fight here, and then maybe we will play a sacrifice variation. Maybe we'll play a sacrifice variation. Yeah. And maybe we'll do a real sacrifice variation. You guys know what I mean. This one, and then Hane. This is a real sacrifice variation, giving the opponent a chance to Atari and things like that. If white plays here, then we're gonna connect. The one stone is actually safe for the moment. Then we're going to go all the way around like this. We did lose ourselves one liberty here, so that might hurt our chances, but we still have 2 outside liberties. Maybe this will be enough. Okay, good. The biggest kind. Some say the largest, huh? Yeah, the biggest sacrifice variation. At this moment, this Hane, I guess the Hane doesn't hurt, so we'll play the Hane. But the next move is not. Next move we do not have to play. I kind of regret the Hane yet, but small difference. Okay, he does connect. Hane and then connect will block on the outside push, and then it's a Gote Seki for white, which is very acceptable for us. Another move would be headbutting, and then this would be that sacrifice variation. I don't think we have to resort to that. We can connect, we can capture 3 stones and push through the 4 stones later. So I think we're fine. I think we're definitely getting the upper end of this variation. I'll play this move. And this is a bit. I think if neither player makes any territory here, we're happy. So this is a Sente for black. We did destroy some territory. There's this cut, but we have a peep that theoretically protects this in Sente. This cut we can ladder, so our weaknesses are basically all taken care of. I do want to at least push once. Yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 points. Of course, we should be able to push a second time, but if white cuts, there's the Seki, so we can't really let any of the stones die. And then if we Atari here, he runs out, we have 2 groups. For all these reasons, let's play something a little safer and just protect this cutting point too. And then play this one to just peep at the cutting point for later. And then play, yeah, I figured white was probably gonna try something. And then instead of pushing and cutting here, I think we're gonna surround from the outside and just water our way again to victory in this one. Good job by white. If he gets this Atari, this cut, he's gonna be relatively good. And so at this moment, I'm just gonna extend back. If he connects, I have this peep and block. The middle, I feel like the previous plan was to make territory in the center, not going for the cut. Now the plan is to make territory on the side and let the center group absorb the damage that is gonna come my way from white's position. I think that's a good plan. Now in the game, white played here, which is very interesting. I'm actually gonna just connect our center group more towards the center. Connect my center group more towards the center. Yeah, that makes sense. And play another move just to make sure we are connected. Yeah, this will do. This move and then cut, peep, block, and there's no way to save this one stone. Extend, we play here, so should be okay. Yeah, and we've checked off a lot of boxes. Gonna connect this back for this cut. The corner has no danger because we can cut off the 3 stones in the future. We're rapidly checking off boxes for our win conditions. Would like to play the wedge, but maybe we can only play this peep, and that's okay. Feels like we got enough. Yeah, feels like we got enough. White is still not alive, so and we have this cut as another living resource for us, so it looks like it's going very well at the moment. We're actually just gonna play this move and surround the territory for good. Give white a way to live in shame. And he resigns instead of living in shame. Great. Oh, I feel bad. That was my opponent's rank down game, but well, I say I feel bad we ranked him down, but we can also feel good for ranking him down, can't we, huh? After all, we just ranked down too, so ranking someone down could be a good sense, could be a checkbox for accomplishment, but played really well in this one, especially in the second half of fighting. The first half was unclear, and this is very typical. Even for me, I do like to try a lot of stuff. This way I get a lot of material to review with and to learn from and stuff. I do like to try, but I can't say that this is a good. We tried this move, and then here I think white, if he Atari'd earlier rather than later, it would be better. But still, this seems like a fairly good result for white. If white, okay, yeah, and then we thought we had this thing. We thought we had maybe this thing, but then white connects and we have nothing. But then white connects and we have nothing. Good thing we saw that. Good thing we saw that after making this exchange, but still, good thing we saw that. Yeah, and this is a major problem of mine too. So this is like the Shinhan So's play style, where he's very he wants to get the maximum efficiency possible, and with his AI studies, he knows what he can get away with, what he can't get away with, and stuff. This is probably a moment that a move that we can't get away with. We definitely probably end up, if white extends out here, we end up in a very bad fight, and we're gonna probably have to end up resorting to some kind of a special tactic or sacrifice variation. At this point, white defends the inside, and white may be able to do it in a strong way. Although I just saw that this press might be very strong and might be able to do a lot of damage to white, and then just default our way on the bottom, whatever. So this may be okay. So then maybe white has to block, and in that case maybe this kind of variation could be played that gives us a semblance of okayness. But it's at this point we may play this, and maybe this is okay, but clearly this is much better for white, having gotten all of that territory. And so ideally, of course, black would like to play this way and then cut off the one stone, but our group is so weak on the left hand side. So anyways, when the opponent did not fight back over here, didn't even play this extend move to try to get Sente, felt like the game stabilized a lot for me. And then white played this move. If white connected, remember later the liberty may have mattered. So this connect was the strongest move. If white were to connect, the tiger mouse might be a little better. It kills my eye. Now I have half of an eye, Atari, and Hane. 45 viewers were on fire. Yes, big territory, great. What were you worried about with the push? The push. The peep, isn't it Gote? yeah, this sometimes I feel like Go is the essence of breaking a fall. Yeah. This peep is it's a hard to play move position because it's Gote, but the follow-up moves are Sente, and the follow-up moves are worthwhile clearly. And then even if White plays another move here, Black has White surrounded, so it's very big. So White does play this one, and we end up going for sustainable development. And this time we really turned on the speed here. The first thing here was get the corner while keeping White. White is extending from his strengths, so we really like pushed White to play more with his strengths, and we kept the corner with this move. Maybe better to Atari on the outside, but anyways, he couldn't ladder it, so he extended. We didn't fight with him, we continued to develop. He didn't want to play this capture to lose the, just give up the 2 peeps. This way we got one more liberty to use. This was interesting. Maybe we just don't play this move outwards. It's probably better to look like that than to look like this, right? This way in the game, Black has a lot more safety or liberties on the outside. Even though White plays a move here, if White's not able to break through on the top, then this is going to be good for Black. So I probably should have played 1 step slower. When I play this, the worry is attach this Hane and then destroy the upper side. That's a main worry. So the top territory was not totally secured, but this was kind of nice. We formed this very loose connection with the 2 stones, with the extra liberties and lack of attached White stones, and then it's like very loose connection. He can cut, but it's not that worthwhile to cut, so it's very interesting. So White cuts on the top, and we just let White cut on the top, the water method, and at this point we've got ourselves something like 55 points on the top, not including this line or the 4th line. So 55, 65 plus whatever we can have in the middle. The right hand side weight is 25 or so, maybe a little more. The bottom is a little more than 15. So 25 plus 20, or 15 plus 25 plus is 45 points only. So 45 points to the 55 on the top. We already got 10 over here, so we're already looking at a pretty good result now. Note how the cutting into the middle we just allowed White's cut into the middle to be a solidifying event for the top territory. That was so nice. And here we went for the push and cut and Atari because we needed this. We felt we needed this liberty, but we lost the liberty in the middle here. But I think it was totally worth it. Maybe White had some stronger moves to play. Possibly Atari, and depending on the ladder, this ladder works for Black, so White can't play this. Maybe the best shot for White is to play that peep, but then at this point, giving up the right hand side 10 stones is probably already good enough for Black. 10, 20, 30 points, 10, 20. Yeah, the thickness is too much, probably, although not for sure. Okay, so maybe White had better ways If I didn't go for I wouldn't be surprised if the AI move is to play this move and then just wrap ourselves around like this. This is a real like pansy kind of move, and the game would significantly closen up. So, anyways, got to connect, and the Hane and White was unable to do anything, major to break out. Great. Also, yeah, I was a little afraid because we lost that one liberty. I was a little bit afraid of this variation, and if black plays here, white will be able to capture black on the inside. Good or bad is still debatable, but at least white is able to capture the black group. But then this is no good for white. Yeah, maybe. But then again, black can always go for the peep, and also of course the connect there could also be played over here. So yeah, probably there was nothing good for white here, and white wasn't able to find anything good here. Gote, everything was sente, all the problems are addressed, and the water treatment. Go with the flow. Nice. This was quite a good game. The estimator is black by 46, not including the 3, does include the 2, maybe like 40 points. Nice. That was a fun game. Cool. All right, so let's see. Well, we got 40 viewers, so we gotta go for the games, right? One more game. Aromo.
Start to play.
Nice. Do we know who Aromo is? Chat. Very, very good comment here. Sometimes I feel like Go is, in essence, the art of breaking a fall. That's certainly the way we play Go, so certainly. This Joseki, yeah. I learned this Joseki, where I learned everything I know from this Joseki by trial and error, which is very, very, very. Okay. What is this? What do we do? Push first or Hane first? Let's play the Hane first. I feel like the move is to push and cut. I forgot. Yeah, it was push and cut. Oh well. Black responded, so push and cut. Not being able to play the push and cut. Maybe we play another press in the future. Okay, looks like opponent is trying to dodge the point of the attacks, or the point of the fighting. Gonna play this one, get into the corner. The next move is a block. This makes running this stone extra unappealing. And of course this one concerns a lot of the territory there. We're gonna play our favorite Joseki here. Why not do both at the same time? Hungary flag, yeah. Go is convincing your opponent that they should lose the game. Yeah. Let's play our favorite Joseki here. Declines, which makes sense in this case. Both sides are good. I have seen this move, but let me just try to get Sente always. Aromo, who is Aromo? I feel like we know this person. I feel like I know this person. Maybe from the KGS days. Okay, we'll make a turn, global play, and then we'll make a approach move. Probably okay. But the bottom, I think we really messed up on that Joseki there. Yeah, having these two moves, I think, hurt our chances a lot. So expect to be somewhat behind at this moment. Although, it's being behind a little is no problem. Push in, interesting. There's some cutting points here, but I don't think black is gonna make this work. Just play another knight's move. So the last move, black feels like black is committing to running this out, and because there's all these cutting points, and running this out makes my pressing moves really good moves. So I don't know if that's gonna be work well for black over there. Yeah, feels like white's outside is gonna hold. This move is kind of far away to really affect the inside fight here. But again, this is kind of close. So. And we're gonna play a little bit safe at this moment. We're gonna push out and then cut. Yeah, just push out here. We're not gonna connect. Have black play this and then push, and then leave ourselves a nasty cutting point. Connect here is gonna be Sente, so that's gonna help a lot with. That's going to help a lot with living in the corner and the fighting to come. So if this ends up dying, then we will not make it to the second half of the game like the last game that we really shined in. So I think your stones are stronger than small knights. That's a funny one. That's a good comment. Anyways, yeah, this is gonna we're gonna extend out. We have cutting points, but black only has one cut that he can play, and if he pushes, we may even just connect here. He plays here. Interesting. We really would like to connect. Yeah, why not? Let's connect. This way we can extend and have the eye space, and this way black dies very big, and that's gonna be, that's like a game destroying death. So black plays here. Yeah, this move, push, and then this move should do the trick. I also feel like I should play this move for some reason. Yeah, I think I should play this move. just capture this one stone, and I am all good. I see the problem. Well played by black here. Yeah, this seems like it worked. Yeah, I probably have to do this. Luckily, we can play the diagonal move and connect ourselves out. So, luckily. So even though black looks like he's gonna survive, even though it looks like black is gonna survive, we're probably gonna be okay still at the end result. Because we didn't put ourselves in any danger yet, so this gives us a way out of this, a way back out of the full capture. Yeah, I had a feeling black was gonna do this one. Gonna play the turn. Extend? Uh-oh. Okay, so I take it the ladder doesn't work. This is troubling. Oh wow, this is a major problem. Okay, let's then play this move. I think I see a solution though. Let's just have our fun before we dig in. I see. There is no fun to be had. We can only push. Yeah, I had planned to do this, but the Atari Connect and then the throw-in is gonna work. Wow, this went so badly. Yeah, and feels like we good, well done by the opponent here. Found life and captured us. Even though we had our fun, we didn't have our fun, and we didn't have that much fun. Didn't have that much fun. This one. Okay. Do you think this will hold? I don't think this will hold, unfortunately. But the good thing is we did enough sustainable development to keep us in the game. Yeah. Honey, we can do this peep later. How about we do this peep now? It's all fun and games till the Chun-Pup throws up. Yeah, there's some Aji cuts on the black's bottom. Yeah, we can cut here and capture 3 stones. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll play this move, and upon the block we'll go for that stuff. Okay. Yeah, jump out. We can still cut later, so this fight is going okay / well so far. Going okay to well so far. I meant to play this block, but I think there's some problems. I'm sure we can deal with whatever problems present themselves in the form of some kind of a net against us. What I'm thinking of is we'll turn Atari and Hane and make a code to connect home. It's probably okay. Yeah, very nicely played so far for black here. Should we do the ko and then use the pushes as co-threats? I think that would be a good idea. There's also this one. There's also this one, and then this one, or this one. That's an interesting move. This one, and then this one, this one. Uh-oh. Black is looking to do something to our bottom here. Gotta be. But yeah, that move has to be played. And then what can black actually do to the corner? We are gonna find out right now. This move is very strong, but we have attach, and if black captures, we have like a counter surround. This is defender's advantage territory, guys. Hane. The key is to get black to cut. Black may not cut. Anyways, key is to get him to cut. This Atari, we're definitely not answering this Atari at this moment. This Atari, we do have to capture this. And then this move, and then we'll capture this. Good. We kept some of the corner. We still can play the extend to attempt to capture the left. The Hane. Anyway, we can also cut here to surround in the middle. So we're doing okay. Later we're gonna have to. Peep is gonna extend, so we're gonna have to be a little more careful then. This one we don't have to answer. We can cut. We can cut, right? Yeah. So we'll Atari here if he captures. Or no, we'll play this move, these moves when he captures. First is this. And then it's that. Yeah. No getting off easy in this one. Okay. Well, that's gotta be too big, right? Connect, this is big too, but corner is alive, so this is 10, 20, 30, 40 points. Cut. We can't cut, but right now this peep is gonna be basically he has to connect there, so the top is not gonna be black territory anymore. Connect is gonna be important. 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 points for black. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, more than 50 for white. And so if we make some stuff in the middle, we'll be good. Good. You guys are words. I think we can. I think we can, do good. Yeah, just sustainably develop our way to victory. Yeah, this one, probably black. We can extend, and black has not made any eyes. We have half an eye, so I think we'll extend right away and connect this back right away. Yeah. This is an eye, this is an eye. This group is basically safe. And black is going to be short of 50 points, so short of 50 points. This move is very annoying. Somehow the very strong black position on the right and on the top with the reversal of this capture, whereas 10, 20, 30, 35 points, that situation is all squared away. Squared away as if advantage us is normal and advantage opponent is not. Alright, extend. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is not Sente, right? Not Sente. Yeah, we're able to even play strong moves like this extend. Again, we have that really good feeling at the second half of the game, which is quite nice. And since black pressed out over here, this move, just safety. This move was also came with territory and safety. That move was also very, very good. That's okay. Atari and capture a stone and live in ignominy, my opponent. You know you have to. Yeah. And at this moment, the 4 stones are not going to be connected. Since he played there, I'm going to play the press. If he captures, I Atari in Sente, and then I can Atari here, surround the middle. If he plays here, then it's like an empty triangle with a very helpful move from white. By the way, I think we haven't been very polite today, have we, guys? Anyways. Good. 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 So yeah. This one was a lot of fun. Even though we had the accident, we had the I forget the Joseki. What do I do? We've had a lot of that. I think the Joseki here was this, guys: push and just cut, especially with a third line white stone over there. This. Just take it and extend all the way back. Then black is gonna play, of course, Atari that, and then black is gonna live in Gote on the lower right. And at the end of this, maybe is this enough liberties to play here and capture black? It's 5 and this might be a Seki, which is not that good. If we could get a Sente move here, this would be black behind by 1 liberty, but probably not. Probably not. In that case, this move would be slightly better. So the idea with this one is white's corner is bigger than black's, and white gets Sente. And even though there's black stones here, black may not be stronger than white here, and with something, maybe. I think that was the Joseki. The push and cut is very, very strong. And if you can push, play, get this exchange, and then cut, that would be even stronger. Maybe that's what we should do. That's what I'll try next time. We'll get all these 5 pushes, get ourselves 6 liberties, and then block. This is surely enough liberties for white. Well, yeah, this is surely enough liberties for white. And the corner probably holds and just survives. And this would be great. Yeah, maybe I'll try this next time. Of course, with AI studies, that's the kind of thing that AI is really, really helpful with. Yeah, so ended up having Gote here. That really hurt. It's very big, so it's not like we lost much here, but we did end up in Gote here on the lower right, so we probably fell behind a little. If you guys are wondering why I'm not checking with the AI, at 9 dan the AI comes up automatically. At 8 dan, I don't know, maybe at 8 dan I have to go through and load my games list, and my games list, Verizon Wi-Fi and stuff. But anyways, the good thing is, if black plays something like this, I do have this move in Sente, which is very, like these moves in Sente, which is very, the white is fairly strong over here. And white could consider just playing another move. That's fine. So running this group out by itself is not that great.
Someone invites you to play.
And of course, if black goes for this, black should have...
Start to play.
Okay, black definitely should have died. I should have played here. And maybe black could barely survive, but anyways. What? My opponent started the game and then left. This was so this was a very, very bad moment, and I just didn't think black was gonna be able to do this. I was always considering this variation, and this way white is able to hold and be okay. And in the game, black of course recognized that he needed to get the liberties held on, and somehow this felt like I was not able to do it. Yeah, the press was, yeah, I don't think I was able to do this. Yeah, despite, before I had 3 liberties for white, and now, despite having 4 liberties, I can't do this, which is really weird, and but it totally works for black. I did end up even playing. Oh yeah, I just couldn't. Yeah, this was just really. Yeah, this was just really weird. I hope you guys are able to read out this move. Oh my god, the fox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, that was really weird, but totally worked. Great reading by the opponent here. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, and so that made us, we got the corner pretty good. But, oh, Zichen Pup's here. Little Zichen needs help. And Pup is right over here. Alright, good thing we got this ko, and we won the ko without losing anything. So we're definitely winning the game at this moment, and it was just very smooth. Alright, last shot of the Chun Pup over here. Alright, see you guys next time. We're gonna go raid.